welcome to Grandad's Shed. Today we're looking at drills. I have this box of drills. Quite a few of them have either gone rusty or have broken tips or been abused in some heinous manner, and I thought I would try sharpening them. Today we're going to be looking at this. What you've missed me doing so far is using this piece of old aluminium to make a new rest onto the front of the bench grinder. The original rest was really quite small. As you can see on this side here, it's only about the size of my finger, which is fine for touching up a high-speed tool for the lathe. But with a slightly larger rest, the plan is then to be able to place a drill at the appropriate angle and touch up a new point onto it. This is a new sled to sit onto the bench grinder table. This lip catches on the front edge of the table, so it slides on a defined distance and then will run backwards and forwards so that you can wear different parts of the stone. The next task onto here is to mark the angle required for a twist drill. So general jobbing drills are 118 degree point angle. It's easier if I get a larger drill. So the angle presented on the front here is 118 degrees. So if we can hold this at half of that included angle relative to the stone, we should be in a position to begin some sharpening. To set up the angle, I'm using this Moore & Wright made in Sheffield angle gauge. The drill can be checked by setting the angle along the line and up to the tip. So being 118 degrees, the angle here is 31. I can now transfer that angle onto my high precision wooden block. So I've marked the normal line of where I'm expecting the drill to be, and that will be 31 degrees. I'm going to transfer that to the vise now. Just giving the end a nice polish. I'm going to take any more material off. I'll have to come back and relieve the heel. Let's look at the grind on this one for a minute. Hopefully we can get some focus. The camera there. So this drill has been sharpened before. I have no idea what it drilled through last time. But if we look at the heel angle on the back here, we can see that they're very different. This side has almost no relief, and this side has been ground off quite significantly. That's the problem when you do some of these things freehand, that you lose the cone on the top of the drill. Other people talk more about drill angles than I'm going to, but from the lead cut edge you need a relief typically 3 to 8 degrees depending on the material you're drilling through. The larger the relief, the more bite the drill will have into the material. It also weakens the trailing edge of the drill, so it's possible to shear off the front edge if you make too much of a relief. Particularly as a challenge when you're making heavier cuts. So type of material will change the angle. So if you need to drill a different angle, then you can take an old drill and change the tip. Now that's if you're drilling perspex, then you want a much flatter angle than these. So you'll take the tip out of them, otherwise it bites and shears through too much, and some other types of plastic as well. So this is why it's often useful to have a few spare drills around that you can butcher. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up the relief angle first of all, and then come back and have a look at the cutting edge. Alright, so I've now got a similar grind on the heel back edge. Let's even that up, and the leading edge is a little bit flat still. I'll need to come back in and take a little bit more out of the heel. I think I need to do that on both sides, and I haven't quite on this taper jig got to that front edge yet. I've just missed a little bit on the front corner. But you can generally see the objective here. How you get an even taper on both sides. And one of the things to look for is you've got the same depth of cut on both of the sides, and you've got the same amount of relief. If you don't do that, then the drill will wander and not drill a round or straight hole. I hope that's been a little insight into how you can modify old drills for different jobs, or put a new edge on a drill if you've managed to chip through. Some if you caught a nail and just knock the edge off, you can use a quick jig like this to put a fresh edge back on it to revive it. It's a lot easier to work on these larger drills than the smaller ones. And here's another drill I've just made shiny on the end. Little time consuming, quicker to buy new drills. New drills will probably be sharper, drill straighter. But if you want to abuse a drill, this is certainly a good way of doing so. You can customize it for what you want. Here's another drill, picked out the box. It has quite a blunt edge on it and is asymmetric. Let's see how it drills. That seems to be smoking its way through the wood. Let's put that on the grinder and giving it a shiny point. Let's see how it compares. That was the hole from before. Absolutely no comparison. Just straight through. Just to prove that wasn't a hard bit of wood. Rejuvenated. Thanks for watching.